Hi, and welcome to my guide on how to trade Bitcoin on KCEX. And yeah, I just want to make this one kind of as easy as possible. And overall, I think, in 2025, a lot of people are looking at, blockchain assets, and Bitcoin can potentially be a good diversification and something to also potentially invest in for long-term holdings. And yeah, you just got to look over time, and the data tells you that so far Bitcoin has been very successful. Even, every year, if you're looking at a biannual growth perspective, it's always outperforming the S&P 500. So I want to show you guys in this video KSEX. This is a centralized crypto exchange which you can access from anywhere in the world without the requirement of KYC, which allows you to keep your precious personal data private. So you get the anonymity behind that as well. So firstly, this exchange allows you to do spot trading, leverage trading, which is like your futures where you go long or short with leverage applied. And it's also got the lowest fees in the entire market. So that's a big benefit there, guys. In fact, that's a huge benefit. The fact that they've got 0% spot fees and also futures fees, which are tiny as well, will save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over time. So you can sign up in just a few seconds with the link down below, by the way, and this will get you straight into the KSEX exchange. And you might also have a bunch of juicy bonuses waiting for you upon doing so. Now, yeah, it says here, lowest trading fees, altcoin futures trading platform. And that is actually somewhat true. I really do like this one. Like I say, you can use it on your phone, your laptop, from anywhere in the world. You can get started very quickly. Now, once you've done that, you're going to click sign up. You're going to punch in your email address, get a password or something like that. Do your 2FA if you want to do it. And as soon as you've done it, of course, you need to get money onto the exchange itself. So you'll be clicking basically onto the deposit tab on the top left, which will take you through to this right here. And the thing is, I'll be honest, like there is one problem, one drawback about this exchange, and that is effectively that you need to actually take crypto from another exchange and then add it to this exchange, which can be a little bit annoying. Now, luckily for you guys, I still have some other exchanges linked down below, like Bitfinex or even Blowfin, if you do want to start also doing that. So it's really easy to do so. Now, for an example, if you're going to get some Tether, all you need to do is basically go select crypto, select deposit network. And if you're going to send across like ERC20 Ethereum USDT, you would deposit it into this exchange. You deposit into the KSEX exchange. And once you've done that and received your Tether or whatever else you want to deposit, you can see there's a bunch of different other coins that you can deposit into here. You can get started right away. And it's as easy as then hitting the spot button. Once you've hit that spot button, it's going to allow you to go to effectively this page here where you can see you've got tons of different coins that you can get your hands on. Of course, you've got the market bottom as well, which is just sort of highlighting. It's a bit of a shopping sort of window, if you want to call it that. It just highlights all of the tokens with different categories, breaking down exactly what they are. So what you will effectively do is, you can click here, spot, which is going to take you back to that same page. And, to buy some Bitcoin, it's super easy to do. You can trade here, you can buy here, you can do whatever you wish. For example, if I wanted to buy right now $500 worth of, I guess, Bitcoin, then I can click on this market section here. I can go $500 worth of Bitcoin. And I know that now I can buy Bitcoin over USDT. I can obtain some Bitcoin at the 84.3K price that we've got it. And as soon as I click buy Bitcoin, boom, I've ordered the Bitcoin, right? I've now got that in my wallet, which is really cool. I can see I'm holding 0.00593 Bitcoins right there, worth $500. It also shows your profit here on the spot side of things. Of course, you can do futures trading too if you want to go ahead with leverage, which is, going to be a bit more on the degen side, to be honest. More on that a bit later. But yeah, you can also have this option where it says sell half on doubling. So you could sell half of your portion or whatever you're buying or when the price doubles, which is pretty cool. You can also add in stop limit orders. So if Bitcoin hits a certain price, like, $90,000, you can get it to sell. Or if you want to buy Bitcoin when it goes down to a buying entry zone, for example, if Bitcoin dropped down to say somewhere like, $74,000, then you're going to put in a trigger price over here, and then the amount that you actually want to acquire of Bitcoin. So if I wanted $0.1, at that particular price, it should be 7.5K, even though right now it's not actually saying that. But yeah, it's pretty cool, the different tools that you've got here to play around with. Now you can swap over to the future side of things, which I'm going to show you very quickly now. And back on the main page of the website, you can see that's right at the top there. This is where you can do some dirty leverage trading, which is of course risky. So please never risk more than you can afford to lose. But for example, right now we can see I don't really have anything in my futures sort of wallet here. I've got like $300 or so. I say I don't really have anything. It's still a lot of money to a lot of people in the world, so I shouldn't really say that. But yeah, you know, if I really want to get serious at trading, I'm going to need to put more into my futures account. So just a quick example on how you would do that. Right now, we can see I've got $378 in my futures account. And let's just say I'm bullish on Bitcoin at this particular price level, and I think it's going to go higher. All I need to do is place in a long. So here's the cost of USDT. I'm on isolated. You can also swap over to cross. You can play around the leverage if you want. I could go crazy and put a 50x leverage here, which I'm probably going to lose this trade, right? But just to show you guys, I'm going to enter the trade anyway. So I'm going to open the long, and here we can see, boom, order successful. I've now got a long over here. I can play around with the TPs. I can make a stop loss if I want to. So if Bitcoin goes to $90,000, you can see I would be $998 in profit, which, you know, isn't really that much. If Bitcoin goes back to all-time high, I'd make 4.3K. If Bitcoin went to $200,000, I'd make 20K. Then I can also add in a stop loss as well. There's a liquidation price of 82.9K. So I might want my stop loss to be at like 83,900 so I don't lose everything. This way I'd just lose $76 like this here. So you can do partial positions, you can do entire positions. It really is quite decent how you can do this. You've got position history, order history, capital flow, and you can see all your existing open orders. Right now, you can see I'm down $1.5, but that's fine. I've just shown you this trade as an example of exactly how this particular exchange can work and how easy and quickly it is to use. You can see, obviously, I've got my spot trade down here of Bitcoin. That's up 67 cents right now. That's actually quite crazy how it's already up $1. I mean, obviously not a lot of money, but yeah. So I like this exchange quite a lot. If you are looking to buy Bitcoin, trade Bitcoin, personally, I really do like the KSEX exchange. And, for me, it's always worth signing up to. So check out the link down below to KSEX. And if you want to on-ramp fiat currency into the blockchain ecosystem, you can use either Blowfin or Bitchnix down below, where you can actually deposit your real dollars or real euros or real pounds into, let's say, Bitcoin or USDT, and then actually deposit from that exchange into your KSEX exchange, which that's when you'll start reaping those benefits with the very low fees, which will help you save that money over a longer period of time. So again, that's what's really, really important, is understanding that fees on exchanges can be expensive. Anywhere you go in the world, fees. You want to buy something, fees. You want electricity, you got fees. Go to the bank, you want a service, you got fees. So it's all about mitigating the fees and just having another less fee in your life, right? I mean, damn, all we want to do is trade that crypto stress-free and hassle-free. So that's about a wrap, really. If you're new here, check out my Patreon. You might actually enjoy it. We've got tons of different benefits here, which will help you earn more money from the crypto space. So how do we do this? We've got ultra early calls in the Discord. We've got technical analysis, spot signals, leverage signals. We've got stealth launches, all that juicy stuff, which goes straight in to the Discord. And here's an example of some traders that have done very, very well recently. You can see, just looking at their gains over the last few hours, people are making big trades. So check out Jacob's Crypto Clan. We've nearly got 40,000 traders in here. You can see a lot of these people are making some incredible wins. And we want more people making bigger wins like this. So definitely check out, Blowfin, KSEX, and I guess Bitchnix as well, if you're looking to figure out how to have that like perfect sort of exchange, sort of carousel, if you want to call it that. And also, guys, only $4 per month will get you in to the Patreon. So it's not really too much money if you want to just get into the basic side of things. What I will say is we do have straight to decks happening at the end of the month, or actually around the start of May, which could be absolutely insane and something you do not want to miss out on, because it could potentially be a huge play. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my guide on how to trade Bitcoin or buy Bitcoin with KSEX. And let me know down below, what exchange do you use and which one do you like the best? Bye for now. Peace.